Cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap Music Network.
I was with Rich Rapper.
I fucks with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late night.
Niggas running when it's time. You don't care about nothing but what people, man. It's your boy, Young Ant Jefe. Don't care about nothing but what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young Ant Jefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics is Baby B Brazy. So, I'm pretty sure y'all got the news. Y'all got the news before me. Young Ant Jefe is just playing catch up. So, I told y'all this. Anybody, you know what I'm saying, that's been on the channel and watching the channel, my last two segments, I predicted exactly this was going to happen. I predicted that somebody will be pulling up on this dude. And as I'm hearing, and as I know the truth, somebody definitely pulled up on this dude. So,
dang. They say Baby Brazy got rolled up off the yard. They rolled Baby Brazy off the GP yard. Gotta figure out how to get that one in there.
I'm gonna just say this, right? This dude, right, he has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way with his lies. He has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way every day on this internet telling lies. That's all he's been doing is telling lies or adding tens on the two, the stories he tell, and when it comes to himself, he try to make himself sing trumpet. As if he's just been winning all these fights and engagements he's been in, and he's lost.
Tries to make himself seem triumphant. Not trumpet, triumphant. Triumphant is the word we're looking for, not trumpet. Don't worry about it, words are hard.
Quite a few. He's only told like one or two fades that he lost, you know what I'm saying? And I think one of them was like to a Southsider or something like that. But every time you say this dude's name to some real blood members, or just real members, period, it can be Crip, blood, or whoever, they all twist their nose up and say he's messy, he's doing too much, and they don't know how this been going on so long. As I said in one of my other videos and questioned, how is this dude on a level 4 yard? How is this dude on a level 4 yard blogging every day, blogging messfully from his cell without the police running down on him? And you can bet your bag your last dollar that I guarantee you that people on that yard, and just, you know,
Well, I would maintain, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Should I ever decide to work as a CEO, which I couldn't do because I have a past criminal record, and I don't want to babysit adults, even if I didn't have a criminal record. And then who the hell would wake up and then willingly go to jail every day? If you work at the jail means you wake up every day and decide to go to jail. Hell no. Like, what? It's crazy when you think about it like that, isn't it? Wow, I'm not doing that. But I would imagine if I was ever like an advanced, hazard pays babysitter, I would allow you guys to be on your phones all day. If you are in your cell and you are on your phone, I would say nothing to you. I would leave you the fuck alone because you are one less person that I have to deal with that day. You're one less attitude. You're one less fight. You're one less set of problems. You're one less complaint. You're one less something to say to me. That's fine. If he's on his phone making YouTube videos all day, nigga, put your sheet up. I don't care. I don't care. I wouldn't stop you. I wouldn't say anything to you. I would leave you alone. I'm thirsty. I might figure out a way to how to take a percentage. Nigga, you got to give me a tax off that, nigga. Let me see your YouTube studio, nigga. I need 10%. I need 10% for sure. If I'm gonna do anything, I'm a tax. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm gonna do anything, I'm a tax, nigga. I need some of that. You gonna pay a car note and a cell phone bill. The rest is all you. But I need my car note, my cell phone bill. That's you, YouTube man. And then be about your chili. It ain't be about your chili, my nigga. You feel me? But you gonna. I'm gonna need some of that. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna need some of that. I'm thirsty. I mean, it is what it is. You feel me? But I ain't gonna bother you. I ain't gonna do. I'm not gonna do anything that makes you start conducting yourself like an inmate. I'm gonna leave you 100% alone. Go for it.
People around the world are trolls, you know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of what you do, you know what I'm saying? Whether you true, fake, you know what I'm saying? Black, white, Mexican, or purple, you gonna have some hate, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna garnish people who love you, and you're gonna have a crowd that hates you and that trolls. And I guarantee you that people have been calling up
Wait, did he say black, white, Mexican, or purple?
every day, blogging messfully from his cell without the police.
Blogging nestfully? Is nestfully a word? Maybe blissfully is a word we're looking for. Okay, let me see something. Hold on, because we're gonna learn a word here. Nestfully might be a word. Let's see. Trap GPT, are you there?
Loud and clear.
So somebody is saying that this man is blogging from his jail cell nestfully. I think he means blissfully, but is nestfully a word?
Nestfully isn't a real word. It's probably just a mix-up or a typo. If they meant blissfully, that would mean doing something happily or contentedly.
So blissfully will make more sense than nestfully.
Absolutely. Blissfully would actually make sense in that context.
Okay, words are hard. Let's continue on. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't tripping. Look, the young ant lingo will make you think that you tripping. Like, wait, hold on, am I tripping? Wait, do I got this wrong? Do I need to figure this out?
And you can bet your last dollar that I guarantee you that people on that yard, and just, you know, the messy people around the world, the trolls, you know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of what you do, you know what I'm saying? Whether you true, fake, you know what I'm saying? Black, white, Mexican, or purple,
Wait.
you know what I'm saying? Whether you true, fake, you know what I'm saying? Black, white, Mexican, or purple.
Black, white, Mexican, or purple. So you should have added purple with black and white. Yeah, Ant talk like E40 dictionary. You should have said black, white, purple, Mexican. How the situation is transpiring. I'm not really sure why the situation is transpiring the way that it is, but we know that, you know, Whack is always kind of behind some level of
But after that, like I said, not a hater, you know what I'm saying? Don't want to see anything ill and or bad happen to anybody that, you know, I'm straight with, you feel me? But I see a lot of these dudes, men have lost their integrity. And just like my boy told me the other day, man, he's like, Ant, you gotta stop, man, holding on to your integrity and morals when it comes to dude who's dirty. Or dudes who play dirty, you know what I'm saying, and tell lies, you know what I'm saying? Like, F that integrity when it comes to these dudes. And I was like, you know what? You absolutely right, man. You can't.
Yeah, bro, you can't win. Are those beans burning? You can't win. Just put on super low, please, baby. You can't win a dirty game with clean hands. That's what you can't do. You cannot win. You feel me? A dirty game with clean hands.
Can't be holding your integrity and morals with dudes who don't stand by the same principles. You definitely can't do that, you know what I'm saying? Because you in a lose-lose situation. Now, somebody has finally decided to handle the business, you know what I'm saying? Got tired of this dude talking. He got videos, you know what I'm saying, talking about, you know, the Bloods ain't know nothing. They was weenies on the yard that he was on, and I even heard that he was basically saying that the Hoovers ain't know nothing. I'm surprised that the Hoovers didn't move on him first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? When I first got this report today, that's who I thought would have moved on him. I'm like, ooh, the Hoovers, you know what I'm saying, moved on him and did their thing. But come to find out, you know what I'm saying, allegedly, you know, Milk, you know what I'm saying, from East Coast, you know what I'm saying, did the honorable thing and getting this mess out the way. Now, when I heard Milk name, I was like, okay, because I just talked to one of my people probably like a month ago, you know what I'm saying? I talked to one of my folks that was in the county jail in Wayside, and they was in the Supermax unit. You know what I'm saying? And Milk was there with them on that max tier. You know what I'm saying? Milk was with him on that max tier, so it looked like Milk had went back up to the pen. I think he had came down from the pen. Don't know what he had came down to the pen from the county jail for. Obviously, it's probably something, to do with his case. Probably trying to get some time knocked off.
Trying to get some time knocked off, man. But then see, here go the thing. If he's trying to get some time knocked off, why are we on the internet talking about him taking somebody off the yard? I would imagine that they don't want to get time knocked off to an individual who's still taking people off the yard. I would imagine that those two things are extremely counterproductive. Extremely counterproductive.
Off his case or whatnot, ain't no telling. I don't know what he was down here for, but it looks like he had made it back up to that pen, and it looked like he had yanked on the big mouth guy himself. The guy that talked all this tough stuff, you know what I'm saying? This guy is frail, skinny as hell, and you would think this dude was 6'5", you said 300 pounds the way he talked, you know what I'm saying? On everything. But, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Milk, and whoever else, decided, to get the baggage out the way, you know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what this was, a whole lot of baggage. And a lot of people been questioning, how has not this been happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, if you just think about it.
Wait, what the hell did young man say?
Guy is frail, skinny as hell, and you would think this dude was 6'5", you said 300 pounds the way he talked, you know what I'm saying? On everything. But, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Milk, and whoever else, decided, to get the baggage out the way, you know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what this was, a whole lot of baggage. And a lot of people been questioning, how has not this been happening, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, if you just think about it, like, I don't know nobody else that's on a level 4 yard like him that just blogs every day, because what you got to understand is that this call is being recorded. It's watching YouTube as well. YouTube is like the new TV, you know what I'm saying? You got everybody watching YouTube, staff included, you know what I'm saying? Even when I came in here on my case, dude, I see you on YouTube, are you the guy from YouTube? And stuff like that, because they watching, they human beings, YouTube is the new TV, so if you don't think somebody watching, definitely crazy. But, man, like I said, man, shout out to Milk. I'm pretty sure he don't need nothing from me. I would have, you know what I'm saying, happily cashed that, you know what I'm saying, just because this dude traded in his
Sheesh, I would have happily cashed out them was sick. Wait, let's run this back just a little bit, Chad.
integrity. Just like my boy told me the other day, man, he's like, Ant, you gotta stop.
And the reason why I want to run this down, because number one, I like hearing young Ant Jefe speaks. It makes me laugh. Not gonna lie. It's funny. I love the young Ant lingo. But number two, he is saying some pretty important things, and I know that he's giving a lot of information in a short amount of time. But I think that it's important that we kind of like take this piece by piece, because Baby Brazy has just recently put out a statement saying that he was going to lay off the internet for a while. He was cool on making the content and all this kind of stuff. So it just kind of makes you wonder if he did in fact get yanked on, because goodness, absolute gracious, there's just a lot going on.
Stop, man, holding on to your integrity and morals when it comes to dude who's dirty, or dudes who play dirty, you know what I'm saying, and tell lies, you know what I'm saying? Like, F that integrity when it comes to these dudes. And I was like, you know what? You absolutely right, man. You can't be holding your integrity and morals with dudes who don't stand by the same principles. You definitely can't do that, you know what I'm saying? Because you in a lose-lose situation. Now, somebody has finally decided to handle the business, you know what I'm saying? Got tired of this dude talking. He got videos, you know what I'm saying, talking about, the Bloods ain't know nothing. They was weenies on the yard that he was on, and I even heard that he was basically saying that the Hoovers ain't know nothing. I'm surprised that the Hoovers didn't move on him first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? When I first got this report today, that's who I thought moved on him. I'm like, ooh, the Hoovers, you know what I'm saying, moved on him and did their thing. But come to find out, you know what I'm saying, allegedly, Milk, you know what I'm saying, from East Coast, you know what I'm saying, did the honorable thing and getting this mess out the way. Now, when I heard Milk name, I was like, okay, because I just talked to one of my people probably like a month ago, you know what I'm saying? I talked to one of my folks that was in the county jail in Wayside, and they was in the Supermax unit, you know what I'm saying? and Milk was there with them on that max tier. You know what I'm saying? Milk was with him on that max tier, so it looked like Milk had went back up to the pen. I think he had came down from the pen. Don't know what he had came down to the pen from the county jail for. Obviously, it's probably something, you know, to do with his case, probably trying to get some time knocked off his case or whatnot. You know, ain't no telling. I don't know what he was down here for, but it looks like he had made it back up to that pen, and it looked like he had yanked.
Now, again, I just don't think that Milk wants us talking about his case, should he be trying to fight for a liberation. But let's continue.
The big mouth guy himself, the guy that talk all this tough stuff. You know what I'm saying? This guy is frail, skinny as hell, and you would think this dude was 6'5", you know what I'm saying, 300 pounds the way he talk. You know what I'm saying? On everything. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Milk, you know, and whoever else, you know, decided, you know, to get the baggage out the way, you know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what this was, a whole lot of baggage. And a lot of people been questioning, how has not this been happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, if you just think about it.
How has not this been happening? How has this not been happening? What the hell?
You know, and whoever else, you know, decided, you know, to get the baggage out the way, you know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what this was, a whole lot of baggage. And a lot of people been questioning, how has not this been happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, if you just think about it, like, I don't know nobody else that's on a level 4 yard like him that just blogs every day.
How has not this been happening? Whew. Whew. Words is hard. Man, this happened. Whew. Man. Man. That's all I'm going to say. Just, whew. Just having you niggas fighting for y'all. These words be having you niggas fighting for y'all lives, brother. Like, goodness gracious, nigga. Fight back.
Because what you got to understand is that
this call is being recorded.
It's watching YouTube as well. YouTube is like the new TV, you know what I'm saying? You got everybody watching YouTube, staff included, you know what I'm saying? Even when I came in here on my case, you know, dude, I see you on YouTube, oh, you the guy from YouTube, and stuff like that, because they watching, you know, they human beings, you know, YouTube is the new TV, so if you don't think somebody watching, you definitely crazy. But, man, you know, like I said, man, shout out to Milk. I'm pretty sure he don't need nothing from me. I would have, you know what I'm saying, happily cashed that, you know what I'm saying, just because this dude traded in his integrity and morals, you know what I'm saying, to tell lies, you know what I'm saying, and lie on his dead homies, you know what I'm saying. One thing about it, y'all gonna start seeing all these dudes that's on the internet that's foolish, that's foul, that's telling lies, and just want to be downright messy. A lot of these dudes are gonna get caught in situations that they don't want to be in. I don't have to name no names or anything like that. I just guarantee you that a lot of these guys that's putting false information out there and talking falsely, they're going to get caught with their pants down.
No whack 100.
You can guarantee these dudes gonna get caught with their pants down. See, dudes, you know what I'm saying, don't understand, you know what I'm saying, karma, you feel me, for real. And, you know, my karma good, you know what I'm saying, despite, you know, what's going on with me right now, I guarantee, you know, my karma good, you know what I'm saying, because I stand on business, you know, as a man. This don't even have nothing to do with the streets, like, just as a good man, you know what I'm saying, and doing the right thing, you know, I stand on business, you know what I'm saying, all the time, you know.
I like to hear that from Young Ant Jefe. That's one of the more positive things that I do want to point out into this video. He is being extremely adamant that, you know, my spirit and my soul is in the right place. So, yeah, I'm in a bad situation, but I'm a good person. And we do know that sometimes good people do get put into bad situations. So I don't want to say Young Ant Jefe is not a good person. I don't want to say that Young Ant Jefe has bad karma or anything like that coming his way. I don't think that, you know, that's my place to put on Young Ant Jefe or anybody else's place to put on Young Ant Jefe. So I do appreciate that. I do appreciate how he's keeping, you know, his spirits, keeping his positivity, keeping his faith in God. I just, you know, we just continue to pray for him until he receives his liberation, man. That's all I can say.
On our whole integrity and morals, and those that like to play and think, you know what I'm saying, it's always good to play on the devil playground, they're going to get burned, because one thing about it, the devil don't have no loyalty. The devil don't have no friends, you know, the devil just use people, you know what I'm saying? Use them until he can't use them no more. You know what I'm saying? And when you out here telling lies and you're not standing on integrity and you in certain environments, man, you can best believe, man, there's going to be somebody that's like, man, F this, man, it's enough. And it seems like enough was enough and this dude got smashed on.
Now, I wonder if he got smashed on or if he got yanked on. Because a smash on and a yanked on is two different things. You feel me? Now, we don't want either to happen. Of course, we're not, wishing anybody's yanking or smashing, so to speak. But, somebody getting yanked on is very different than somebody getting smashed on. So I'm trying to see exactly what's going on, because if he was to get yanked on, that would imply that somebody may have tried to end him by way of, that good sticky icky, you know what I'm saying? That good knife talk, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think that that's what happened, but this is me thinking, and nobody, of course, is paying me to think. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. I'm kind of wondering about that one. Is it a yank or is it a whoop out?
That this came, from some Crips, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? This could resort and other things. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing that the place that it happened at, the prison, they're on lockdown now, you know what I'm saying, pertaining to this situation, and other dudes are, reporting that, it could be a Crip and Blood riot, after they come up, or whatever the case may be. Hopefully not. Hopefully the Bloods look at this situation and just, take it in stride. That, somebody got rid of y'all.
I don't think that the Bloods will, so to speak, take it in stride, because then that would insinuate that the Bloods will have to take a loss, a direct loss, and take that in stride and on the chin. So I don't think that they're going to want to hear, oh, well, your homie was bad peoples. So that's why it's okay for us to put our hands on him. You know what I'm saying? They're going to maintain that under no circumstances should Braze have had hands put on him by a Crip, unless, you're ready for the consequences and the 1-2 steps that come with that action by way of the Bloods wanting retribution. Typically, Crips don't, without proper protocol and proper 1-2 step like Sierra, get physical with the Bloods. So that is something that is kind of, you dig me? It's kind of, that's a wobble. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. You feel me? I don't know. Let me know what y'all think, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. All I'm saying is.
Although it was the Crips, you know what I'm saying? You just like sometimes, man, some people gonna take the trash out for you, Hopefully, they don't see it as no disrespect. Hopefully they don't have to go up over this dude, you know what I'm saying? Because
this call is being recorded.
He started a whole bunch of mess. And when people was out there like that, man, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, let things lie. You feel me? People make their beds, you gotta let them lie in it. So, hopefully, them dudes that's on lock up there, when they come off lockdown, man, hopefully, they can holler, and let bygones be bygones, you know what I'm saying? Because like this is something he brought on himself. And if they had been on top of him, none of this would have been going on, because you gotta understand, he was been creating problems and gonna create a problems just doing what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? He had switched from the jail stories to, bringing other gang members up from rival communities of other gang members and talking about them and talking about all this other stuff, and people getting disrespectful and stuff like that. I don't understand how long he thought that was gonna last, because at some point, the finger in the ball is gonna fall on you. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what somebody else is saying, this is what you blogging, this is what you hyping, and this is like, you know what I'm saying, what you promoting, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and if you're allowing this type of rhetoric to come off your page, people will hold you accountable. Just like if you're platforming people to talk bad about other people, they're gonna want to holler at you about that. They're gonna want to see about that. They're gonna wonder, why do you keep allowing this person onto your platform to disrespect me? Like, do you think that that's cool? Do you feel like that's acceptable? Do you have a problem with me? Is that why you're allowing this to happen? Because they're saying all the things that you secretly want to say. One's mind will start to wonder, won't it?
like when you promoting BS, you know what I'm saying, BS happen, you know what I'm saying? So been hearing the internet going crazy, and I also heard that, allegedly, I don't know if this is true, but we're gonna get to the bottom of it, that some folks of mine, came to this internet, you know what I'm saying, and basically, snapped, you know what I'm saying, him being in YA playing with them boys. And this
Whoa. I didn't know anything about that. That is a tricky, icky, Mickey, Vicky, sticky situation. Sheesh.
family member of mine was in YA with this guy, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, for whatever reason, you know, he loved him so much, you know what I'm saying, because he kept his secret, you know what I'm saying, for so long, but we definitely gonna get to the bottom of it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, him and that hole, this is a result of, you know what I'm saying, himself and him putting out bad information, you know what I'm saying, and him being messy. With that being said, man, we gonna conclude this there. It's your boy, Young Ant Jefe.
So, man, a Young Ant Jefe and Baby B Brazy situation, we're watching that thing go from bad to worse, bro. We're watching that thing go from bad to worse. But I'm going to keep y'all posted as the situation continues to develop. Red dots to the left. You know the rest. Go.
Hey, Carjack 100 here. If you need your transmission check, come on down to Carjack's. I'm your transmission expert.
I'm glad that you enjoyed that content. We heard the cries, we heard the complaints. Now we don't got no intro, but we do got an outro with the same information, man. Make sure that you are tapped in. Make sure you dropping comments. Make sure you dropping likes. Make sure you subscribing to everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network, because we will be giving away some more Chiliana once we hit that 40,000 membership, 40,000 subscriber, threshold. We're gonna make sure that we give y'all some Chiliana, man. So make sure that y'all stay tapped in. Make sure y'all stay looking out. Make sure y'all stay right here at TNN Trap News Network. The news you can use, the knowledge you're not finna get in nobody's college. Hit a like, hit a comment, hit a subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We're gonna keep you updated on what's going on these YouTube streets. You already know the deal, man. If you enjoyed this content, throw the red dot to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Hi, I'm Whack 100. When I'm not snitching on the internet, I'm snitching in real life. For your own personal home security, call 1-800-WACK-ATTACK. We're first, law enforcement second. Hey, I'm Adam22. Got an extra soul laying around? Be like Doughboy and Whack 100 and sell yours today. One soul equals a lot of clout.
Apollo Jackson. It's dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops, check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let them hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 points strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell it. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboard. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays, but a pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Friends is hella fake, I know what enemies' intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bullshit, you can save it. outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missing with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.